music facts and trivia. Today's video, Travis Tritt shares some advice that Johnny Cash gave him on making it in the music industry. It's hard to even imagine what you would ask the legendary Johnny Cash if you ever had the opportunity. I mean, I could think of at least a dozen questions I have right off my head, but unfortunately, there's not something we're able to do ever anymore since he's passed. He passed almost 20 years ago. Actually, over 20 years ago. But 90s little country legend Travis Tritt did get chance to pick his brain decades later, and it's a pretty cool story. He recently recounted the incredible advice the Man in Black gave him early on in his career during an interview with Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson. Travis had his bus parked behind the Ryman one day, and that's when he got a call from his friend Marty Stewart telling him Johnny Cash wanted to meet him. Marty Stewart called me, and we were parked in our buses behind the Ryman Auditorium, and Marty Stewart called me and said, "Hey, Johnny Cash is over on my bus, and he wants to meet you." And I go over, and I meet him, and I'm sitting there with him, and he was just so nice and so courteous. But he knew that this was a chance to ask the icon himself about how he was able to make such an incredible career in the music industry. So he worked up the nerve to ask him one question. And so we're talking, and out of the blue, I don't know what gave me the courage to say it, but I looked at John, and he said, "Don't call me John, call me JR. All my friends call me JR. I said, "Okay, JR. I said, "Let me ask you something." I said, "I saw you do something last night that was absolutely amazing." And I told him the story of what I'd seen, about how all these people had just known he was in the room. I said, "How do you do that?" And Travis is referring to the first time he saw Johnny in person at a country music radio seminar in Nashville back in '89, where he watched Johnny completely command the room just by walking in, not even saying a word. Apparently, Johnny could get pretty shy about compliments like that, but Travis pressed him on it. And John was the kind of person, if you embarrassed him, he'd get real humble on you, head down, if there was a rock on the ground, he'd kick it, that kind of thing. I said, "No, JR, I'm serious. And you might want to grab a pen and paper for what Johnny tells him, because especially in this day and age of social media, I think the advice can go for just about anybody. It also explains everything about what made Johnny such an immortal legend with a presence you usually only read about in books." When I said that, his eyes came up and met mine, and he said, "There's a little thing in our industry that's been forgotten. It's called mystique." He said, "Don't ever wear out your welcome. Don't ever forget where you came from, and always be humble. Always be kind to people, but always keep a little something back that you don't show everybody." Amen to that, Johnny. If there's anyone who would know a thing or two about that, it's certainly him. It's pretty incredible to hear Travis tell the story. Johnny Cash was just an awesome dude. I mean, just really, everything he went through, everything he put himself through, and then come out of it, and to be the man he is, and the man he was, rest his soul, just an awesome individual. God bless him. All I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day. God bless you. Praying for you.